need this, of course, for another person or substantial thing. That's the manticore. And I would like for it to last a good long while.
Right.
How many points did I have to use?
That's
7.
So you got 1 for the first and
then I can use
6. Which
doesn't get you. You need 5
I need
or 7.
7. Well, I could use the 6 for the 5th.
Right? Yeah, for a day or 2, but if you that's all.
I would like to have the 7.
You don't have any pool points. No, are you great at magic?
no, I don't think she is.
No, I'm only okay. So I can't use pool.
No, I think that's
Correct.
That's what I'm going to get then.
It will last for a little while.
Yeah, a day or 2.
Then you can spend the last point to give it a few meters of distance. You don't have to.
That's true.
Good thinking.
That's a very good thinking.
you have a leash.
Yeah. Well, no, the point being that she doesn't have to get close.
Oh.
She doesn't. Right? Otherwise, we might have another roll.
You don't have to use a hand.
What
We've
is
seen
what kind of thing? Alteration in behavior, of course.
Well, she doesn't have the points.
No,
Well, wait, but what it actually does.
that was what.
Alteration in behavior is the fundamental.
Yeah.
The collar itself is just a special effect. So
Just keeps it under control.
so the vibrations that it gives off
Yeah.
to soothe its wildness.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a purring vibration.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, Catman.
Yeah.
And of course it's colored.
Color.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'll present this to you. It's
Ah.
my boon.
So I get this color?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, pearl, we put this one.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
And
So
pearl
that
likes-
solves a lot of problems for
For
A day or
now.
two.
a day or two.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll be out of here by then.
Yeah.
We hope so.
Yeah.
Which is all well and good. So well and good. And I don't care where you go in this countryside, and it's not just because I'm putting them on top of you, but there is no way not to be in the next day or so, wherever it is you go from here, not to be caught up in the hostilities.
Well,
Because the hostilities will begin, and the metastasizing outward from this village, beer by beer, and song by song, and brandishing of axe to new crowd of people and things like that. It's not just the beer, the romance of the moment and everything is catching people up, and soon an army of people, none of you are from this area, but these things they use to make some kind of noise.
It's like a vuvuzela thing.
I'm thinking, yeah, exactly. Well, I'm thinking cross that with bagpipes, and you are getting exactly, and so they are singing their songs and tooting their things, and it's terrible because it's bad. I mean, people are killing each other. There are battles. You may come across a battle, which are fairly small scale in sort of battle terms, but that doesn't make them fun.
so we could try to unpoison some people, but that doesn't seem like it's going to stop the political rivalry anyway, and I don't really have a dog in this race.
Very true.
Um,
That's the nice thing about not railroading. I don't have to make you care. You don't have to. It's really okay. Unless, of course, one is in earnest.
I'm not from around here. I mean,
These poor people, I don't know. It seems unfair to them to leave them in the thrall of bad beer and bad decisions.
Poisons too.
No.
well, or do you want to keep looking for your brother?
Of course.
He is around, yeah. Not
He
losing
must be
without
here
him.
somewhere, I'm sure. The trail led straight to this area of the world, so he should be here somewhere. He might get caught up in the fighting, and that would be a very bad thing. I would not wish to locate my brother only to find him turned into a
Right,
corpse.
I'll keep some antidote around for him, maybe?
Yes.
And sure that no of the trinkets that I found are the same as her medallion.
That's a very good point.
I did not
excellent
notice
point.
you
Yeah,
picking up these things.
Hmm.
So okay, because I was busy with the umber magic.
Yes,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that
Did I roll a d6 for that? I don't think I did.
for the?
For the magic thing.
No, you never do.
Oh, we never do. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So, yes, the dice are all about. Like I said, it's not whether it happens; it's what on earth is it? It's the uncertainty at work with magic. So let us go and consider a few things.
Are we going back to the village?
Yes. Why should we stay here?
Okay.
I guess so, we could. Yeah, well, that's where we got the sort of closest track of your brother, isn't it?
So I want to pick up the trail from there.
Maybe we could do that. I guess we could try to look for him.
Very
maybe.
sad to say
No.
that because not a word I heard involved avoiding the strife overtaking the countryside. I did not hear
No.
those words emerge from your mouths.
No.
So that means that you are definitely going to come straight into, now you're not stupid, I think.
No.
So that means that, yeah, with one or two qualifiers.
Like if we hear a battle going on, we will
That's what
approach
I'm
coach
thinking.
cautiously.
That's my thinking, because unfortunately there is no way to avoid the clash between the followers of Marchu and the supporters of Crewman.
Yeah.
One of many, perhaps, but in this case, and you have handed me your brother on a silver platter
Yes.
by invoking it, where you can definitely see that the smaller force, I don't know, perhaps 30 to 35 people, armed with their axes and their obviously strangely, ridiculously long swords. And riding, you've seen them around, these monster horses. Just, how is that possible? These are enormous animals. And then the other side, who are more numerous, and they are led by Marchu, who is having a little trouble controlling the best horse in the village, which does not consider itself to be ridden by the best rider in the village. And so there is a little bit of going around and around. But interestingly enough, the few others who are riding have leaped off of their horses, and the others are running forward. There's at least 50 or more guys, armed much less uniformly. Those guys have like the sword squad and the axe squad and the horses here and the guys marching there. Only 35, but in a pretty nice little organized formation. And the people from the village, you know, as I had just described, are more numerous.
Like villagers?
Yeah, well, they're coming on more like an unruly mob. They look pretty ferocious. These are the fighting types. And many able-bodied people in Zorandor are kind of automatically fighting types. So they look pretty ferocious and dangerous, but they are really unruly. They are, going on enthusiasm
And beer.
yes, and Marchu is gathered up in this. I mean, he looks a little out of his element, maybe. He's clearly not an instigator in all of this, but he is also everybody likes him all of a sudden, so this is great. So you can see this is happening right, and why not? Oh, what a pretty place for such a terrible thing to be happening. This is where the manticora was. Remember I said there were the big pylons of rocks. I was thinking about that. Here is where this is happening. I know, what a beautiful place for that.
So they're going to meet in the valley.
Yeah. With the forces, with crewmen trying to set up a reasonable arrangement of fighters so they can strategize from where they are, and the others hurling themselves forward with enthusiasm.
Okay.
Cool. And this is what we sort of see at a distance. Or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so we
Just
are-
as you say, it's not like it's
No.
not like you couldn't hear this coming.
No.
And you also see that one of the fellows with crewman riding next to him
No.
on a
No.
smaller horse
Oh, my brother Badula.
is your brother, and not only that, but he is right next to this crewman person who's wearing the scariest, like, helm, face mask kind of Darth Vader,
Yeah.
scary
Tusks and
helmet,
stuff.
yeah, and the
That's a good fear tactic.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Doesn't mean he's evil; it just looks evil. That's the point. And so there's a little metal in Zorandor,
Ooh.
yeah, just a little, just a touch. Manticores, I mean, come on. And so the fellow next to him, they are confirmed. They are speaking to each other like friends, and looking around. The fellows, let's see, the banner that side has the image of an axe on it. So we have the guys with the flag axe and the guy with
The actual axe.
Right.
Okay, so they're different.
Yeah, crewman had been kind of milking the legend of the axe, but it was
Right.
safely as a legend, that's fine. When the actual thing appears, that kind of.
So damn it.
Damn it.
Yeah. Okay. Battle is imminent. They might clash any second
Yeah.
now. Okay.
So we need to stop this. If I manage to manticora right into between them. And
Yeah, so
calm
all
them
this
down.
talk about riding actually made me think about you're small enough to sit on a mat.
He is.
Yes,
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah, the manticore likes me a lot. So
Goblins tend to be either littleish compared to people or biggish compared to people.
so I'm a compliment.
That's what this character was.
Yeah, yeah.
The boisterous character was.
Yeah.
Okay, but then your thinking diverged from mine a bit because I was thinking like your brother's on crewman's side. So do we throw in our lot with that? We
I see why not.
to avoid him getting killed, we just help fight this grapple.
It would be best if we could stop the entire battle by you riding in on a manticore and proclaiming.
That seems more difficult.
That is much more difficult, but the axe is obviously a fake. Don't go find a holy axe that has been missing for 200 years
In a mud
pool
pit?
of mud.
What a
And you need to
skeptic you
tell
are.
them these.
Where's the romance?
Romantic mud.
Well, those white waist people, their rationality, it's that sterile religion of theirs, it's so logical. Where's the fun?
Very sacred mud.
Sacred mud. Okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
No, in some other circumstance, it was just some damn rock sitting out there. That sword was stuck.
yeah, we could try to shoot
I mean, it's not like it was a special rock.
I mean, the sand isn't very romantic. It's rough. It's coarse. Gets everywhere.
But it keeps you clean.
That's right.
Scours you clean.
Absolutely.
With my maybe fantastic convincing skills, maybe I can convince all of them that they should stop fighting.
I see that. It's probably a not great skill.
No,
No,
okay.
it's okay.
Well, okay.
If he rolls a 5, then I check it against the base. Whenever the degree is important, any entity I have in play, I have a base score for it.
All right.
So that means you would have to overcome it with magic to affect it. That means you would have to. That's how many. That's how we deal with damage. So your convince has a target.
If you write it on a manticore, is that more convincing?
I think so. I mean, people get convinced by a manticore, I think. I mean, they understand what a great person I am who can ride a
You can
manticore.
ride a manticore. Yes.
Not everyone can do that,
No,
I
no,
think.
no.
It's a mystic riding a tiger. No, not.
Yeah.
Okay, so you really want to do this?
Yes, you do.
Yes, of course.
Okay. So how do we help him? How do we make this more likely to succeed? What can we add to
What
it?
can we do?
Maybe you're quite good at convincing.
I'm very
Maybe you
good.
can sort of add in a few arguments, maybe if I sort of get a little distracted by that.
Sure, but do I need to be with you then, or can I prep you beforehand, or do I give him a extra die, something?
I mean,
If we read it writing together, a manticora and a fantastic lizard.
maybe I can make you seem more impressive. With some magic.
I was
Don't you think
thinking
I am
about a booming voice and stuff.
Yes.
You know, he's this tall and he's bald and geeky.
Yes.
I think I'm impressive. Maybe the rest of the world doesn't, but
And he has a patronizing way of speaking.
in my own universe, I am the sort of greatest on this planet, but I don't know.
I think calming barbarians, he may need a little help.
Right.
You see, what we all need to do here is to reconsider. I don't know about this.
No, that won't do.
Well-
You should say this and this and this instead.
You can have a spell to like just do the talking.
Just write down some prompts for him.
Prompt card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that very quickly because there's like this.
And I'm gonna do some magic.
You
Yeah.
are.
Why not? It's my thing.
Yeah.
I am an abominator after all.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Uh-huh.
So, what do you want to do? Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
This place is low on fun. It's
Yeah,
really a shame.
this is
Yeah.
really low on fun. Yeah.
What's your pick?
Well, it's just avoiding people from the bubbling swamp.
Well, don't you think you might be able to make this work to your advantage?
You mean there might be people from the bubbling swamp?
By
Yeah.
definition, they are here as soon as you invoke your piglet.
Yeah, sure.
Very good.
Hmm? I can do that.
All the system pieces are coming together. So exactly how you're going to ride in there and talk.
Yes.
How are you helping?
By telling him what to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a great start.
So that means okay. I know how probabilities work. If I say you have to succeed and you have to succeed, that actually makes it worse, not
Yes.
better. Which a lot of game designers seem to have a lot of trouble understanding. I don't know why. And then, so the way we are going to do it, and this is very generous of me, this is bending things a little, is that if
Everybody
one
in
of you,
awe now, in awe.
yeah, that's appreciate. I hate doing this. It seems to make sense to me that if either of you succeeds, then what you say actually is understandable to them as convincing. One of the problems is that convince is to a very small group of someone who is listening to you.
Right. So that's why I'm.
Therefore, so it's not going to work at all unless we.
So I'm
have some
casting
kind of
magic
answer.
to expand the range of his
Right.
convincing
Right.
by making the voice more booming and making him look more impressive, which to me means making him look kind of maybe more like a manticore himself, a bit bigger and hairier.
We will see what happens. We will see what comes of it after we get some adjectives in there, right?
Yeah.
Of course, right? We are not going to just make. We don't know how decerebrating this might be.
Yeah. Well.
Which means removing the brain, for example, or there's always cadaver. Lots of things might end up being, involved here.
Yes.
With your magic. So, okay.
So what order do we?
This is a very interesting question. I think we're going to work backwards.
Okay.
We're going to work backwards with you two rolling, so we know how the convincing would go. And then we're going to check your magic. And then we are going to see the role of the interference of the sudden, there he is, get him, folks, from the bubbling swamp. who I know exactly who they are, by the way. Now that you have brought them in, I have thought about it. I have a pretty good idea.